Bonsoir, bonsoir. Good evening, everybody. I see Jonathan. Maybe you're still here. I'm very well, thank you. I don't know if my sound is okay. I hope. Anyways, so I think that you saw my title, and I wanted to speak about some things that I have on my mind. First and foremost, if I have some fellows American from USA, I want to wish you a happy Memorial Day today. And I want to wish you all the best in your country and some healing from all the happening that you had experienced in the past weeks, days. Um, you can make USA great again. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much. Again, okay, my title. Um, it says a lot in two words, you know. It says a lot because today I was, in my opinion, I was treated like a an asshole, from an asshole. I'm sorry. And I'm speaking to you, Mallory. Um, I think you're a great person. I think that you fell in something that is really, really, it's not sassy, it's not cute. And for many, many weeks now, I've been thinking of doing this kind of stream because it's not only you, Mallory. There's a lot of grifter around you too. But I've learned a lot about the grifting and what it meant and how it's done. And it's kind of a little bit of a brainwashing procedure. And I learned also that most of the grifters are protected classes or single mom or, you know, I was a single mom and didn't do that, but, to each their own. And just to make sure that I'm not misunderstood here, um, I don't have nothing against super chat, donation, yada yada, all that jazz. To each their own. If I had some extra money, I would totally give randomly to some of creators that I consider creators, not people that come here and use the disappearance of a little girl of 5 years old. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't do it. That's only me. But you have others that are enjoying that type of performance, not me. But if for some reason you were speaking about your own experience in life and sharing tips and tricks and be a mentoring type of person about your situation, whatever it is, of course, I would if I had that extra money. I cannot do that because I work very hard for my money, for one thing. Second thing, my kids are not baby, but still they go to university, stuff like that. And all life happening, my my I don't know, my dishwasher may break, my stove, my fridge, all that jazz is happening in real life as well. And I don't live in a compound, I have to produce money to, and I'm my own businesswoman in my real life. Nobody's providing for me. I don't have a man or a woman that providing for me. No, no, no. Nobody. Sorry for my English. I'm French Canadian. I'm doing my best. Anyhow, um, what is a grifter exactly? Hmm. A grifter is somebody that is gone. Well, it starts with the begging, you know. It starts slowly but surely to take you in a direction that you kind of feel sorry for that person. You know, you feel that that person deserves as much as you have or as the other person has. This one. So it's a big thing. And like I said, it starts slowly but surely. And it's a brainwash procedure. I don't know if you can say that, proceed. And the people that support, and it can happen in real life, it can happen on social media, it can happen at any place. And the people feel like they have too much and you have so less that they have to share with you because you have a hard life. Life is not easy. Life is very hard. Oh, it is hard when you don't have uh, to go to work every day, either use a car or public transport, or um, be surrounded by colleagues that are not always nice. Mm? Be surrounded by a boss, a supervisor, a team leader, an assistant manager, manager, blah blah blah, and it goes on. That's not easy. And it's not easy being at home in the comfort of your home with your stuff around you and opening gifts and um, doing stuff like that. My God, you need more. You always need more. And people that are supporting that are supporting Mr. and Madame Tout le Monde, everybody that is using that form of putting that responsibility on you to make them happy. Because what's important for a grifter is for them to be happy before. It's very selfish. A grifter is very selfish. Doesn't mean it's a bad person, but it's a selfish person. Indeed. 100. So that's a grifter. So now that you know, now that you're aware, it starts slowly, it goes up, 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 but there's a peak because the grifter needs more supporter to build up this tension to go towards more gifts, more money, more credibility, more recognition, more you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're good, you're this, you know, more, always more. It grows, you know. So it's a strange phenomena, to be honest, because I'm going to turn 58 in 1 month, and I don't mind sharing my age, you know. And I never thought that this was a thing, you know, that much, you know. And I've learned that there's a lot out there, and but the good thing about that, of course, it's overwhelming, but there's an end because there's never gonna be enough people supporter to support the grifter imagination. You know, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna have a plateau there. You know, the plateau is gonna be at one point the top of the mountain, and at the top of the mountain you have to go down to come back. where you are. And when you go down to come back where you are, you have to do an introspection about yourself and ask yourself, what about this, that, and the other? So that's on you. That's for you to decide, the grifter, um, if you're ready to do that introspection. Otherwise, most of the grifter, as per my study, they just leave to another platform because they cannot grift anymore. They sucked everything. So that was my part, and my just for the record, I'm not a passive aggressive person, not at all. Um, and there's a video of mine on my channel that I defended Miss William, and I put on my art, and I still believe in the cause. ALBGTQ plus AA is a very important cause to me. You don't have to be LBGTQ plus AA to believe in it. Okay? And I will always defend you, Mallory, if it occurs that I see something happening to you. For the rest, don't have my support. I'm sorry, I can't. And that's all and I'm not interested to kiss your butt cheek. Not yours, not anyone else for that matter. Thank you so much for the offer, though. But I'm not at that point right now. So, on that note, I would like to share, like maybe people don't know. I know it's all over on social media. You can do the research, but I've been there and I did that, okay? There's many, many jobs that you can work from home and that you can gain, okay, from $12 to $20 per hour, depending on your skills. Okay, like I said, bring your pens and papers. It's time for study. Something positive, though. Um, you have Alorica, Aloria. A as in Alpha, L as in Lima, O as in Oscar, R as in Romeo, I as in India, O as in, no, I'm sorry, Alorica. No, Alorica. Alorica. I'm sorry. My French, I'm sorry. Alorica.com, it's a company that hires from home. Most of the jobs that are offered from them is customer service. They hire in Europe, they hire in Canada, they hire in USA. If you speak two language, it's perfect. In USA, especially Spanish is a big requirement. Here, English and French. So most likely with Alorica, it's going to be a third party job. Like you're going to be hired from Alorica, you're going to be paid by Alorica, but you're going to work for, let's say, Target, customer service Target. Okay. So you're going to be the third party because Target, they use third party to do that. They pay a certain amount of money for a company like Alorica, let's say, and you are the intermediary, the third party to work for Target as a customer service rep. I would say that the salary is around $15 an hour, and you can have a full-time permanent job. They provide insurance, they provide training, they provide a lot of information for you to know the job. And everybody, I'm telling you, everybody that can stream, can do YouTube, can do a 2 hour stream, a 1 hour stream, a 5 hour stream on YouTube every day, is able to do that job. I'm telling you, if I'm able to, you're able to. So, and the insurance with Alorica, if they hire you like a full-time job, the insurance comes 6 weeks after your hiring. So that's a great plus because normally it's 6 months afterwards, you know. So You can look it up. It's up to you. The second job I would like to speak to you, it's Sykes. Syske. Okay? Sykes is way bigger than Alarica. They have a little, well, they have big branches like, let's say, I'm sure that everybody knows Expedia, Expedia.ca, .com. Expedia is worldwide. They have that contract, you know. They have major contract with huge company, General Motors. Um, I know that they have for the a big company, Samsung. Um, really big companies that again you are engaged, you are hired as a third party. So you don't say when you answer the phone for this company, uh, I'm working for Sykes, and you have to answer General Motor customer service. How can I help you? No, you know what I mean. And depending on the job that you are hired for, the salary are great. Um, the last job I had with Sykes, it was a contract of 3 months, and it was $27 Canadian dollar. Okay, so if you think US, it's about maybe $20 an hour, and it full training. We had the training like 3 weeks every day paid, and of course, I did not have the insurance because I was not hired full time. But there is full time job. It depends on what you're able to give. What contract you're most likely. Um, how do you say that? Um, Comfortable. If let's say I'm gonna tell you something with the cars there. Okay, I hate cars. I'm not a good driver. Never was. Oh, this is a Mercedes. This is a Porsche. This is a Corvette. Or this. Never. I'm very. Oh, that's a Volkswagen. That's okay, a Corolla. Whatever. I don't care. So when you have a contract with cars, you have to pretend that you like cars. So I did not take any contract with, let's say, I remember there was some position for Suzuki, the motorcycle. Harley Davidson. I remember Harley Davidson. No, I mean, I'm not, you know. And they had also some contracts for Apples, phone, computers. And I mean, it's not interesting to me. What was interesting to me was more like in the retail industry because I knew more, or in the travel industry because, of course, my background is in the travel industry. So that's why, but you can have several options. It's really interesting. And the only thing with both of these companies, the only thing that you have to provide them priorly being hired is a Zoom call that takes like 5 minutes maximum, max, to introduce yourself, blah, blah, blah. And if you are in the pre hiring group there, okay, they run a full background check on you for criminal record, and they must see that you have a space in your own that is not your bedroom, not your kitchen, not your bathroom that you're gonna work in. That's it. And a line that is a telephone line that is other than your cell phone or your own phone. That's it. The rest is provided. Sykes, that's a really good company because I remember FedEx arrived with a huge box with computer, headset, um, from the mouse to the pen to the computer to everything. And IT service 24 hours 7. So you're never stuck with a problem. And I was working night shift. So I was working, I started my shift at 11 p.m. and I finished at 8 o'clock in the morning, 4 days a week. Okay, and I got a how do you say that? A bonus, yeah, a bonus of two something per hour because I was working on the night shift, and they say that they might call you at any time to verify if everything is okay. If you're not working naked, because you don't show yourself to the customer, and you have to be ready. To be honest, in 3 months, I had no call, nobody showed up at my place or no. So, and at Sykes as well, um, you can build a career. You can really, really build a career. You can start like customer service, take small contract like that, be hired full time, and then become a training person or a manager that is going to be pre-selecting staff. And there's many, 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 many possibilities with them. It's huge. People are very nice, and like the contract I had for 3 months with them, my direct manager was in Florida. My indirect manager, meaning the one that was working when this one was not working, was in Colorado. So it was cool, to speak to other people. Hey, my dear Jonathan, thank you so much. Clicking like, oh, thank you. You're the only one again. You're the only one. I appreciate you, Jonathan. You're a very nice young man. Um, and it's cool, that at least I'm gonna have one person. So for the one that I'm gonna watch back, thank you so much as well. So, um, was Jonathan, I'm all confused now. One person. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Um, yeah, so there's many, many, many possibilities. And like I said, it's cool to speak to your manager that is in Florida and the other, let's say, backup manager that is in Colorado. They're asking you, what's the weather here? What's your weather? And it's fun. And to this day, that was in the last contract I did was in 2017, I believe. And sometimes I have some exchange with the lady from Florida. It's fun. Oh, awesome. Awesome. But I love Florida. I've been there a couple of times, but the humidity is killing me over there. And now you're getting in the hurricane season soon, dear. This is terrible. But of course, I mean, here we have another climate, which is, storm and winter is really, really bad. But I love, I love my little Floridian people. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, it's hot. It's humid. Yeah, but it's a beautiful place. Every country and every part of those countries have their little cachet, you know, their little something, something, right? So, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Jonathan. So, yeah, with Sykes, it's really cool because if you want to build up that career from being a customer service representative, or they offered me to go to escalation. Escalation, it's more than customer service. When there's a major problem that cannot be how do you say that? Help me, Jonathan. When there's a problem that cannot be resolved, sorry. When there's no resolution in a problem with the customer, you have to send them to escalation. And I don't want to, me, but I was in the top five, like in the music industry there, for resolving solutions. So they wanted to put me in escalation, and I would have loved to do that. But there's one thing that I need to do in my life that I've realized after several contracts that I did from home, I need contact with human. I cannot be my full capacity person being um, in an office alone at my place and be that person that's going to be happy to serve. Okay, because customer service is an art. It's not that easy, to be a good customer service. You need to put yourself in all the situation possible. I have so many stories. um, I mean, I remember once, there was a lady. She was calling from British Columbia, I remember, and she was so mad about a product, and she was arguing at the other end of the phone with her husband or boyfriend. She wanted to cut his head, and because, oh my God, it was terrible. So I almost had to call 911 and send them there because I was afraid that she was. People are. There's a lot of things there, so you have to be able to de-escalation. I don't know if la désescalisation, uh, to take a situation that is really high up there, and put it to medium and then off. Okay. So it's really, really hot, and it's cooler and it's colder. And when it's colder, it's where you want to be. But it's an art to do that. You have to put yourself in every situation. What was that lady was going through? Was she going through hormone things, and maybe the husband, the boyfriend was a nice to her before she called. So you have to be very empathic, empathic, empathetic, sympathize with people, and also be that person that is going to be able to say, okay, maybe I will not react like that, but I can understand. It's not me, but I can understand. And it's a good feeling, when you're able to help people and make their day better. So these are the two major companies that I suggest. Also, if you're somebody that have like in a month, let's say 10 days in a month. So there's normally 30 days in a month, some months have 31, 28. But let's say that there's 30 days in a month. You have 10 days to offer. There's a magical site that you will love, and it's Contract Your World. Altogether, Contract Your World. Okay? Contract Your World. If I think about it, I'm not going to say like everybody, I put the details in the description box below. Nothing is there when you end that damn stream. Okay? So, contract. Can you write it, Jonathan, if you're still here? Or maybe I can try. Hold on. Okay. Et voilà. Here we go. So that's the site. Okay. If I made if I made a mistake in the writing, it's gonna come out because I know I wrote it that way, so it's gonna be okay. There is a netter viewer. What do you mean by netter viewer? You tell me. Oh, I put it in Jonathan, Contract Your World. This is a site for, little contracts. I'm gonna explain. I will explain in now. So this company, if you have like 10 days per month to offer, time to offer, this site would tell you, example, they have L'Oreal. L'Oreal is, product for, like if you want to dye your hair or there have makeup products, all sorts of things. But the contract that you're going, because I did L'Oreal for them, it was awesome. $15 an hour, okay? And if I remember well, if you have Spanish and English, okay, especially in the USA, okay, if you have English and Spanish, I think it's over 25 because they have a hard time finding people. You're clear. Good. Um, so L'Oreal, if you speak Spanish and English, most likely you're going to have a bonus because they have a lot of problem finding Spanish speaking people, plus English, of course. Um, they provide training as well. Um, you have to be able to give them at least a weekend per 2 weeks. So every 14 days, one weekend, and I believe 2 nights per month, which is nothing if you think about it, you know? Um, how many times I hear people here say, I didn't have nothing better to do, so I thought that I thought to myself I would start a stream. So, well, let's chit chat. Um, maybe you're gonna make a little $50 as a super chat. Let's say YouTube takes 30%. So what's gonna be left? Like 35? So you can spend 5 hours on L'Oreal if you speak Spanish and English. You're gonna make $100, most likely, plus then 20. Oh, you're gonna make close to $150. Or if you only speak English, let's say, you're gonna make at least $7,500. You know, and in those 5 hours, believe me, in those 5 hours, you're not going to be one call after the other. It's most likely maybe a call per half an hour. So you're not working hard. You can do Sudoku or read a book, watch YouTube. You can do stuff like that when there's no call in. So it's really interesting. And L'Oreal, uh, the people that are calling is women, men, but mostly women that tried to color their hair, and the color was red rubbish, blah 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 color, and it came out blue. What happened there? What happened? But you don't have to be a hairdresser. You don't have to be a stylist because guess what? L'Oreal provides you with 10 days of full training, and you're gonna have a book, okay, not a physical book, but in your device there that L'Oreal's providing you. uh, you're gonna have all the instruction. Let's say that this color 215 was supposed to be red, internal blue, what to do, and you're gonna tell the customer, um, Miss, oh, I get it, dear. Good. I love it. I love it. But you know that L'Oreal, they don't only make product for the hair. They have makeup, they have cream, they have exfoliant, they have a lot of stuff. And maybe people they don't notice that, but on every box is like say L'Oreal, Clairol, there's a 1-800 number there, and they think that they're calling this office in Boston or New York or whatever. No, no. They have employees. Again, it's a third party. You have employees located in Paris, Canada, Montreal, um, oh my God, Wisconsin, Ohio, Michigan, Venezuela, Brazil, Florida. You have offices everywhere, mini offices like me, you, the girl next door, the boy next door, the grandmother that is lonely, the grandfather, you know. So you have people everywhere, and so you're speaking to Uh, People from around the world, actually. Tel Aviv, um, Morocco, Tunisia. You have people from around the world. So that's why you're able to have French, English, and Spanish fluently spoken with these companies. Oh, I don't know. You know, Swiss ketchup. You have a funny. I'm sorry. That's good. Um, I'm from Montreal. I live in Quebec now, but I was born and raised in Montreal. I came in Quebec. I was 28, and I'm gonna tell you something. In Montreal, if you don't speak English, you're not working. Just but this is for another topic, Mr. Swiss Ketchup. I love your name. I don't know, maybe you're in Switzerland or something like that, but I love your name. You made me laugh. Oh, you made it's a you're funny. I the name is you made my night. Thank you so much. But we can talk. The Bill 101 has been there since the 70s. I don't know new laws. I mean, we're fighting to have new laws. Yeah, forever. Oh, you're in Toronto. I have a lot of family in Toronto. Toronto, St. Catharines, Ontario, Niagara Falls, Mississauga. I was in Brampton that 1 year ago. Thank you. I think so. Well, not the best city in Canada, okay? Oh my God, my topic is gonna be oh, okay, not the best city, but one of the greatest city for the nightlife, the restaurant, everything. It's very cosmopolitan, Montreal. And we're the Quebec is the only province that bars and pubs are closing at 3 a.m. Okay. So when you're close to, let's say you're in Ontario there, like Ottawa and Gatineau, all there, Gatineau now, um, they have a bridge to cross from Ontario because their bar closes at 1. So they cross the bridge and they come to Quebec and they have a party. Oh, I haven't read about it yet, but I will. Thank you so much. That's a good topic. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, sweet ketchup. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's always something to do at any time. And I'm telling you, I'm a certified city tour guide for the province of Quebec. Okay, I can tour in Montreal, I can tour in Quebec, Saguenay, Lac Saint Jean. I cannot tour in Ontario. I would get a fine. But um, people they love Quebec City for the historical part. It's beautiful, but they love Montreal for the nightlife, the cosmopolis, the fact that it's so cosmopolitan. You have the Chinatown, you have Little Italy, you have oh my God, the Greek area. I don't want to call it the Greek area, but the more uh, you have a lot of Greek people, from Turkey also. Then you have another neighborhood which is really towards Islamic people. Like it's very diversified and everybody gets along. Yeah, it's amazing. Côte des Neiges. Yeah, Côte des Neiges is located nearby Université de Montréal, Montreal University, and Polytechnique, and McGill. You remember what happened to Polytechnique? That was the first and the last um, mass shooting that we had here in Quebec, in the province of Quebec. Okay, because it's a felony to own a gun here. So anyway, that's another topic, and I know that it's not time to talk about that. You're dealing with a lot in USA, and I respect that. Marc Lépine. Oh oui. Marc Lépine. Okay, I was reading Parc. I'm sorry. Marc Lépine. Yeah. Marc Lépine, guys, was The guy that shot 12 ladies, 12 or 13. No, well, yeah, that was in Quebec City. And you know that mosque? I'm sorry for the people that are Muslim. It was terrible. Um, it was. It was a mosque in Quebec, and the mosque was located in an apartment because Quebec is not the same as in Montreal. You don't have real mosque. Like in Montreal, it's huge. You have mosque that are huge. It would never happen in Montreal. They're very protective. Yeah. But the mass shooting, I mean, in a school. And this Polytechnic is a university to become an engineer. And that guy, Marc Lépine, was 25, I believe. And he was refused the program because he was not a good enough student to enter the program, okay? And that year, specifically, I think it's 86, 87. God, I'm sorry. Was it 86 or 87? I remember because two of my male friends, were studying to become engineer. So I was the same age as Marc Lépine probably. And that year, they add more women to the program. They added more women. It was that year that the educational program in Quebec changed. Like before, in the engineering department at Polytechnic, you had like 20 guys for 3 girls. Okay, that year they decided it was going to be 12 guys for 8 girls. And Marc Lépine, as per what we learned about him, because he took his life away after killing these, he only killed a woman. It was Sadiq. He was a misogyne, misogyne persona. And that his mother did an interview 3 years ago, 30 years something after the event, because she was not able to come and speak about that. Can you imagine that woman? Her son did that, and I believe it was 6 or 7 months prior that her daughter died of an overdose. Yes. And the mom was a single mom. Yes, half Québécois, half Algérien. Yeah, you're totally right. Swiss Ketchup said, I read this story. Marc Lépine was half Québécois and half Algérien. Québécois means French Canadian. His father left when he was very young. Yes. He had a sick relationship with his mother. Yes. Hated women because of that. Exactly. But was it because of his mother per se? You know, it's debated. We can debate about that, but his mind was confused because he was raised by a woman only, and he had a sister, so he was surrounded by women. So sometimes, but I had a son. I was a single mom, and he was mostly surrounded by women, and he's not a Marc Lépine. You know what I mean? And the mom was a single mom, as Swiss Ketchup is telling, but she tried to better her life. She went back to school for nursing. She did a lot of stuff to better her children's life, and it didn't. So who's to blame, who's not? When, it's a question at $1 million. You know, I think so. Right? Yeah, he was an incel, indeed. Yeah. And you know what he did? It was so terrible because you have to think, guys. If you're 30 and less, I doubt you're watching that or you're gonna watch that. But that generation, they don't know the internet. They didn't know social media. Nothing was available back then. We did not know, especially in the province of Quebec or in Canada in general, right, Suspecta, that people would get in schools with guns. No, no, it was not. Nothing. You don't have security. You could enter a university, a college, elementary school, high school, whatever. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're well informed. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, yeah. So the guy just entered the university, the Polytechnic, and it was right before Christmas. I believe it was. So the December 11, December 16, I'm not sure. You can Google it. Okay, Marc Lépine, Polytechnique, and you will find out. But it was right before Christmas, and there was a lot of people because it was the exam. The end of the semester before Christmas, and he said to the girls, go in that corner. To the guys, you can leave. And he was shooting girls. Yeah. And most of the guys, what is sad, and it's not their fault, because there's a thing that is called survival instinct. So the mode survival instinct kicked in immediately. So they ran. Of course they ran. They saw this dude with a rifle, like what? And they ran. They did not think that. Oh my God! Um, I read after 20 years later, that some of these guys took their life away because they could not live with the guilt that they let this happen. They could have jumped on him. They didn't do nothing because the a life instinct, like if you drown, you're in the water and you feel like you're drowning, you're gonna swim, and the only thing you're gonna think, even when you're with somebody, I believe me, it's happening like that. I lived it, and I know a lot of story. You're not gonna try to save somebody when you're drowning. So they ran, and they were young. They were in their early 20s, life ahead, but some become they had major drug addiction. They took them their life. I know that there's one. His name is Le Tourneau. I don't know his first name. He wrote a book, and all the proceed was going to the foundation. There was a foundation created for these women that would have been my age today, with great careers. I had engineer, like, so sad. Yeah. Exactly, sweet ketchup. It's the survival instinct. And nobody held those guys any responsibilities. But I guess that afterwards, when all this was, no, there was no social media, only the news. And I think that back then there was two news channel, French Canadian, and we didn't even know what was going on. We were seeing, they didn't know, the police, the chef, the major chief police chief there of Montreal, his daughter got killed. I'm sorry to be trigger warning here. And he entered the Polytechnic, and somebody told him, Lisette, her name was Lisette. Lisette is lying on the ground. She's full of blood. So imagine the father, who is the chief of police of Montreal, had to go and do his duty as oh my God, it was really bad for us here. And there's always every year there's a vigil for these women. That great for them that they were able to get in their program that year, because the program decided to open more spaces to women that specific year, and they died. Most of them died, or they were injured, and other were psychologically impossibly able to return to the Polytechnic. So a big tragedy. But I'm sorry, it's okay to speak about it. But Americans, USA is going through so much right now. It's so. I'm sure you're there's something that can be done, and we could speak about it if you want to debate on that, maybe one day. But Memorial Day is so important, and oh yeah, yeah, Polytechnic was. I think a lot about these women because everything was possible for them. You know, they had changed the dynamic of the thinking that only men could be engineer. You know, yeah, they give their life away in a way, but still, other generation will fight for this. So, um, Contra, thank you for your input with SketchUp. He got his gun from his uncle. Okay, his father was from Algeria. Okay, Algeria, and his uncle was still living in Montreal and was a hunter because you're allowed now. It's stricter, but you're allowed to have a rifle if you for hunting purpose. So that's where we got the gun. Yeah, yeah, the uncle. And he told his uncle actually that he wanted to go, how do you say that, duck hunting. But the uncle was not really bright because duck hunting in December, no, it's October or September. But I'm a vegan, so I don't know about hunting, and I never dated anybody that was hunting. But it did not make any sense why the uncle provided, just said, okay, you go. No, there was no hunting. But I guess that he felt in the rabbit hole. And like I said, the mom did an interview 30 or 35 years after the event to speak about what happened, what she think, because she was not in Marc Lépin's head, but she wanted to share what her life with Marc Lépin was and what she tried to do better for her kids. And the daughter died of an overdose. 6 months. She was older than Mark, so she must have been 27, 28. So it's a miserable life as well. So the mother paid her duty. She terrible. And you know what? The moms with ketchup moved to Toronto actually. Was it Toronto or suburb? Maybe it was in the suburb of Toronto, and she completely went anonymous. And it was easy back then because there was no damn computers, internet. So yeah, not like Carla Omolka, huh? Yeah, Carla Omolka decided to come to Montreal. She did not stay for long, believe me. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. No, the sister passed away before him with ketchup. She died from an overdose 6 or 7 months prior Marc Lépin killings. So the mother was already grieving her daughter, and now she had to grieve her son and 12 other unknown young women that he had killed. And back then, media, okay, mainstream media, television, radio, they blame the mother. Um, I disagree because you don't know. You don't know what was in his mind. You don't know what. You know that he most likely did not have a good relationship with his mom, but does it mean that? No, no, no. I don't believe that. The sister, yes. No, not in 96, no. The sister of Marc Lépin, well, maybe she had other kids, I don't know, but he had an older sister that was a drug, that had I don't want to say, that had an addiction problem. And yeah, she was already in big pain there. And she did not know that she knew that Mark had some issues, but to the point of doing that, no. And she knew he was upset that because he was not accepted to the university, the Polytechnic, but he never said that, he was going to do that, harm women or this or that. Never. He had no his dossier, his record was clean as it, Mr. Clean. So yeah, yeah, he did that. Revenge, revenge. It's terrible. It's very, and it was 86, not 96. 86. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, Marc Lépine. Wow. Anyways, so contractual will allow you to do some contracts. Let's say I was talking about L'Oréal. Yeah. So I think the follow up can be you understand the principle, right? With L'Oréal. But you also have AAA Vacation. AAA Vacation is a major company. They are located in Florida, okay? And AAA Vacation equals Disney World, equals Epcot Center, equals many, many, many companies, but as well, they are the companies on the road that are helping drivers that have problems on the road. Let's say you have a flat tire or your engine explodes, you need somebody towing there, or you need your car to be fixed on the spot, you know. So AAA Vacation is a company that's going to help you in USA. This is not Canadian. But if you're Canadian, you can work for them. There's no problem. You can also work for, they need people that are good with customer service and that will dispatch the teams. Let's say you have someone that is stuck in the Boston area, you contact the local office, that the closest office that is located in, and you say send the towing there or whatever. So yeah, and this is well paid. It's around $17 an hour. Thank you so much with SketchUp. Anytime you want to come back, I don't go live often, but you're very welcome to come back. It was very nice to have you in, and I wish you well. Thank you. Fellow Ontarian, Canadian, always pleased to have. Thank you. And you made my night. Sweet Swiss ketchup. Thank you. So, AAA Vacation is a great opportunity as well, because it's not very complicated. You don't have to do a real big customer service job, because the person, hey, I'm stuck, I have a flat, what do I do? Nah, nah, nah. Or my engine just went on fire, send somebody to pick up my car, or stuff like that. So you have to do the dispatch. That's it. That's all. It's not very. Again, with AAA Vacation, you have to give the same amount of time. Let's say 10 days per month, one weekend per 2 weeks, and at least 1 or 2 nights per month. So quite easy. And AAA Vacation, you have a nice bonus if you work night shifts, because like anything else, most of the horrific things happens at night. So, right? They have also another contract or two other contracts that are okay. And triple vacation, you get a training, full training, blah blah blah. Same thing. Um, there's two other contracts that I tried. One I was a month and a half. And the other one, I did not. I had the training, but I was not able to do the time there because their hour did not fit with my schedule. So what happens there? If let's say this happens, it's not a big deal. They will tell you, well, next time you're available, just send your availability, you know. But I did Pizza Hut. I did Pizza Hut for 6 months, but I was doing like 2 nights a month. Like I remember it was Thursday's night and I believe Monday or Tuesday. And I would get once per month, I would get like $150 American dollar. So, you know, it was pretty easy taking an order online there. One medium pizza with pepperoni, no cheese, no, 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 olive, no olive, thank you. And that's it, you know, pretty easy. Pretty easy. So, and what's fun with Pizza Hut is like, my name is Natalie, right? But I could call myself Cindy. I could call myself Swiss Ketchup, Jonathan, whatever, you know. You don't have to give your name. And there was KFC. That's the company I did not have the opportunity because their schedule wasn't working with mine. So I did not try KFC, but it's the same thing as Pizza Hut. And they also have, I did not try that company. Um, it's like it's not Uber, it's not, the company is called Skip, SKIP. It's like Uber Eat or the other one there that is very popular. I'm sorry, I have a blank. And you dispatch. That's it. And there's others. I think that there's like 30, 40 little contracts that, and if you're smart and you want, let's say, I don't know, you want to go on a vacation, you want to spend 1 week in Paris, you know, and you live in Florida. And okay, the week in Paris is approximately, you know, flight, uh, uh, hotel renting, and the food. Let's say it's around $2,000. I'm making a big number just like that, okay? A number. So you want that, but you don't want to take your saving money, you know, because your saving money is for the car, is for um, if something happens with the dishwasher, the this or that, and you do a 2 3 months. You combine L'Oreal, you combine KFC, you combine Pizza Hut. In 2 3 months, you have your money to go to Paris. No chick, no credit card. You're not. How do you say that? You don't have a bill that's gonna cost you at the end of your trip like 2003, now $3,000 because of the interest, you know. No, it's gonna be fully paid for, and you're gonna enjoy your week in Paris free of charge. Like to put it on a credit card or be again have something to own the credit card to the bank to the this. It's a way to make money, fast money. The training are 5 days. After the 5 days, you're on duty, you know. You need to pass the background check, no criminal record. Bye, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Oui, Mr. Boot. Allô, toi, ça fait un bout. Oui, ça fait un bout. It's been a long time. Thank you, dear. Thank you for coming in. My God. There was somebody in the chat earlier, Swiss Ketchup from Toronto. You know what he said? That Montreal was the best city in Canada. Mr. Boot, I'm not going to dox you, but I know where you come from. And do you agree? Oh, it's a pleasure, Mr. Boot. It's a pleasure. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate. J'apprécie beaucoup. Merci. Mwah. Yeah, he's right. But Toronto has its cachet. Every city has its cachet. Everything is nice. Niagara Falls, the Rockies, everything. But it's Montreal is a coup de cœur. Yeah, he's a Montrealer indeed, like me. And I'm a Quebecer now by heart. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Booth. I'm so happy to see you here. Merci. So, you can and you can mix those jobs all together and make a great salary. And the best thing, like if you're somebody that doesn't like to see colleague, have a boss, you're gonna have a boss because you have to, do your job. You cannot put most of these jobs, like I say, okay, you have to pass the background check for criminal record. You have to have another line than your phone that can be reached. That's it. That's all. You need to do the training, pass the exam, and you're in duty. When I mean you're in duty, let's say you say to them, well, I'm available 10 days per month. They're going to send you a schedule, okay? You're going to say, you're going to answer back yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So if you said you were available for 10 days and you only uh, say yes to one day, well, they're going to say, well, ma'am, sir, what's 10 days for you? Because that's not 10 days. So they're going to take you off the program, okay? So what you need to do is be very careful, honest, because the more you're honest with these little contracts, the more they're gonna come for you after. They're gonna say, oh, they're gonna send you an email. We have this contract for 3 months, 2 nights per month. It's $20. So you built up your name. So even somebody that is working a full job can do that. I'm telling you, somebody that is able to come every day for a stream, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, endless stream is able to do these type of job. It doesn't take like a science degree or a baccalaureate or a master degree. I can do it. You can do it. Okay. So that was my stream that I wanted to do forever. So listen, I had like 4 or 5 people coming in. Thank you so much. If you watch that stream in replay and you have any question, okay, you want some tips, you want some idea for your presentation, your Zoom call for 5 minutes, what to say, what not to say, um, what kind of exam do you have to pass after the training? Is it complicated? No, 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 no. I'll be glad to answer. I'll be glad to do another stream if you need help. I have a lot of knowledge in that. And you know what, guys? Any times that I feel that I need some money backup, like I go, I check. Okay, I'm gonna do L'Oreal for 2 months. Yeah. I'm gonna give like 20 days. That 20 day is gonna give me some security, financial security. You know what I mean? Just 20 days. It's not much, it's not the end of the world. And it's not like you have to get dressed, to wear makeup or not no makeup, to do your hair, to have to talk to Germaine, Paulette, Peter, and do socialize. No. The only person you have to socialize is the person on the other end, and they give you format, how to answer, how to hang up, how to. You have a lot of tips, and a call. Let's say for L'Oreal, a full call, the longest is 15 minutes, the shortest is 3 minutes. Um, an order, Pizza Hut. I mean, if you're fast and you type fast, you can do that in less than 3 minutes, depending on. Okay, Peter, what do you want? You want pepperoni, bacon? You're gonna have cheese? You're gonna moan? Okay, that takes long. But the person that knows, It's really, and I remember I did not try it, but I know that KFC, if you push on certain product, let's say the pop thing there, the chicken, and well, like I said, I'm a vegan, but they always have some special there, new things that are in the market. If you push them and you're able to sell a certain amount, they give you a bonus. So there's a lot. And like I say, the more you do with them, the more you don't have to work as hard, meaning you don't have to look. They're the one looking after you. They want you because you're good. So, like I say, it's me in my comment section. Ask me if you want me to say more, if you had enough of me. Uh, and if you want some tips, some random discussion about what's the test, the exam that is a result of you having the job or not, how to present yourself on Zoom, what they are expecting and what they are not expecting, and that's it. I'm telling you guys, uh, the grifting is nice, but like I say, you have from what I've read and my study on the topic, you're gonna get to a plateau. Okay, when you get to that plateau, it's like the mountain top. So what do you have to do when you get on the mountain top? You have to go back down. When you're down, what do you have to do? You won't get back up that fast. You're tired. You don't have the same energy. You have to do introspection. Some people aren't able to do introspection. It's for you to decide. You don't owe anybody anything. It's your integrity also. I mean, I don't know. I was raised that way. Maybe that's why. But my mother always worked. We were uh, raised. My mother was a single mom, 3 kids, and working was normal. So why not bring back normality? Why not? Like if you did not read my description, please. There's no better way for me to express how I expressed it in there. Let's take your life back. Let's provide. COCO is back now. It's in the past, COCO. Okay, you know what I mean, COCO. The COCO pandemic there. It's it's a bad souvenir. Let's try to see in the future. Let's try to provide the next generation a better future. Let's try to be a better person online, offline. That's it. It starts with each other as a member of a society. You call these places your community. You are in a society, no matter where you are, whether you're in Iceland or you're in Canada, in USA, in Europe, you're part of a society. And a society is healthy when people are healthy. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. No, Mr. Boo, now. No, I'm not there. I'm not. Je ne suis pas. Mais tu sais, il y en a qui aiment bien. There's some available. Just put an ad. You damn. But, let's start to think positively ahead for your children, your grandchildren, if you don't have any children, your niece, your nephew, the kids at the street there that you see every morning that takes the school bus, for God's sake. Each and every one of us can do that. Thank you so much. Merci. Happy end of Memorial Day to my USA fellows. To the rest of the world, if you watch that in replay, merci, thank you. And let me know if you need more tips, more knowledge. Thank you. Stay strong. Merci beaucoup. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.